what their thoughts were on both the Trayvon Martin case and the Christopher Lane case. Their responses weren't quite what you might expect.
Do you believe that the Trayvon Martin story received the national attention that it deserves?
Absolutely. I think so.
I heard about it for like 2 months straight, so I'd say it got plenty of attention.
Do you believe that the Chris Lane story has received the national attention that it deserves?
Can you remind me which story that is?
I don't know who Chris Lane is.
You know?
No, never heard of that.
What's going on here? Joining us now to discuss it is host of the web series The Caleb Bonham Show, reporter for Campus Reform, Caleb Bonham. Caleb, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tucker. Yeah.
So are those clips representative? Everyone had heard of Trayvon Martin, no one had heard of Chris Lane?
Well, in the entirety of the video, a few of the students do acknowledge that they had heard of the Chris Lane story, but those clips are indicative of the lack of name recognition between the two. They were very familiar with the Trayvon Martin situation, and it wasn't until I described in detail the Chris Lane story that only a few of them had heard of it. And it was very telling.
Well, here's what we've got a sound from your interviews here. This is one student's explanation for it. Watch.